Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Summer Podcast, where we have conversations about mental health, faith, and healthy living, and also a space where we have honest conversation about things that young people feel, experience, and sometimes struggle to talk about.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
I'm Lulu, the co-host,
And I'm Kendi, your host.
and today we're talking about something that might sound simple, but it's actually a lot deeper than we think.
Yeah, and that is the difference between being alone and being lonely.
Because here's the thing, you can be alone and be completely okay.
Yes, and you can be surrounded by people and still feel incredibly lonely.
So what exactly is the difference?
Let's talk about it. Have you ever been surrounded by people and still feels completely alone?
Like there are people everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
You're in school, you're in class, you're around your friends. Maybe you're even sitting in a room full of people.
Yes, but somehow you don't feel connected to anyone.
You can laugh with people, you can talk to people, you can even be known by a lot of people.
But deep down, you're thinking, I don't think anyone really gets me.
And honestly, that feeling is more common than we realize.
Yes, I have experienced it myself.
And that's
too.
actually why this topic is so personal.
Yeah. For me, it started around the end of SS2 and became worse in SS3. I mean, I was going through a really difficult period. I became very withdrawn. I was surrounded by people every single day. I felt extremely lonely.
Yeah.
I wasn't even really talking to anyone. I had mood swings. I didn't engage much. I mean, I just mostly kept to myself. Like my sister is even a witness of it.
And the thing is, someone looking at you from the outside might not even realize that anything was wrong.
Exactly. I mean, they didn't know. That's the thing about loneliness. You don't necessarily look lonely. You can be in class. You can laugh. You can answer questions. You can do your responsibilities. And nobody may realize that internally you're struggling to connect with anyone. I mean, at times, I was also the assistant sports prefect, and honestly, I didn't enjoy the position. I'll not lie. I felt like I wasn't really being included in what was happening. I would hear about things from other people instead of being told directly. And whenever I tried to ask questions, I didn't really get answers. Then one day, the headmistress and another teacher told me that I wasn't doing anything, and that I didn't deserve my badge, and I was like, what the heck? I mean, you guys aren't even engaging me. Even the sport prefect wasn't even engaging me. I'll be asking questions, be like, oh, he doesn't know. Later on, I'll hear from other people that, okay, they made the decision. And I'll be like, what the heck?
That must have been really difficult, especially when you were already withdrawing.
I couldn't even say anything. I just kept everything inside. It was like very, very terrible. And the lonely, even someone I've been friends with GSS1, we like stopped being friends. She actually stopped talking to me. And I couldn't even talk to anybody about it. So imagine being surrounded by people every day and still feel like nobody can truly talk to you, no one can truly understand you. That was loneliness for me. And thankfully, with God's grace, I eventually got through that period. But something changed afterward.
So watching, because you said something interesting earlier. You went from feeling lonely to actually enjoying being alone.
Yes, and honestly, I surprised myself. I mean, I used to be afraid about being alone. But after everything I've experienced, I slowly learned to enjoy my own company. And now I genuinely cherish my own time. I enjoy doing it myself. I mean, I can think, cool, listen to music, create, yes, read novel, and simply have some quiet time for myself. And I realize that enjoying being alone isn't the same as being lonely.
That's certainly an important distinction.
Mm-hmm.
Because some people here, I like being alone, and immediately think, oh, you're lonely, or they call you sadist or something like that. But that's not
Exactly.
necessarily true.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's break it down.
Mm-hmm.
What exactly does it mean to be alone?
Right. So, being alone simply means you're by yourself. I
Okay.
mean, you're sitting alone in a room, or maybe you're out sitting on the grass or something, just by yourself. Then you're walking somewhere, you're reading, listening to music, doing your hobbies, playing your guitar, or anything that makes you feel peaceful, at peace with yourself.
So being alone isn't automatically a bad thing.
Oh, not at all, not at all. Sometimes being alone is healthy. I mean, we need moments where we can step out from the noise and just breathe. Where we
Yeah.
can think, clear
So
our minds.
then what about loneliness? What do you call loneliness?
Loneliness is different, okay?
Okay.
Loneliness is more about connection. It's that feeling of being emotionally disconnected from people around you.
Okay.
And that's why you can be surrounded by hundreds and thousands and still feel lonely. And it's about whether you feel seen, understood, heard, or connected. It's about whether you feel it's about
You feel
just
noticed,
yes, like
understood.
that's
So,
just
okay,
it.
so you could have classmates, okay, you
Mm-hmm.
could have friends, family members, followers, even people constantly talking to you,
Mm.
and still feel extremely lonely.
Yes, exactly. That's what I mean. You can be laughing with everyone and still think, I don't feel like I can really be myself around these people. Not because you don't want to be yourself, but I don't know, you just don't feel the connection and stuff like that. Like you don't know.
Okay.
You're just lonely. That's a different kind of loneliness on its own.
Okay, I also think there is another word we need to bring into this conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Isolation.
Oh yeah.
Okay, because being alone and isolating yourself aren't necessarily the same thing either.
Yes, yes. Being alone can be intentional. You choose
Okay.
to be alone, something you want to do. You might
Mm-hmm.
simply need some time for yourself. But isolation, on the other hand, can happen when you withdraw yourself.
Okay.
And when you withdraw yourself, isolation can be caused by a lot of things, like
Uh-huh.
depression.
Mm-hmm.
Depression is one of the, I
Yeah.
think, the highest reasons why people isolate
Okay.
themselves,
Mm-hmm.
or because when you're struggling, or because you don't feel understood.
Okay.
After all, you don't know how to reach out, or connecting with people feels too difficult.
Okay.
And I know that difference because I've experienced both.
Okay.
I understand the difference between being alone and being isolated. I was isolated before I chose to enjoy my own company. I started enjoying my company and started being alone to just think, clear my head, and do what I did, do what I love to do. I mean, so there was a time when I was alone because I had withdrawn. I mentioned when I was sharing my story
Okay.
about SSM and stuff like that. Then now there are times when I'm alone because I genuinely enjoy my own company. I mean,
Okay.
literally just sitting down, watching a movie, reading a novel, or just walking actually helps me. Helps, and those two things are completely different experiences. They are completely
Okay.
different things.
So it's not only about whether you're physically alone, it's more about why you're alone and how you feel about it.
Exactly. Yes.
Okay. So would you say you've learned that you can enjoy being alone and still meet people?
Absolutely, yeah, yes. And I think that's something we really need to understand. You don't have to be surrounded by people all the time to feel okay.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's okay to enjoy your own company. It's okay to want quiet. It's okay to need space, especially space. But that doesn't mean you don't need to connect. That doesn't mean you don't need people to feel safe. That doesn't mean you're not human. People can laugh with you. People can talk to you, and people can just be honest with you. People don't have to pretend around you. You understand?
Okay, and sometimes finding those people takes time.
Yeah, it's so true. You might not have found your people yet, and that doesn't automatically mean something is wrong with you.
Okay.
Sometimes genuine connection takes time, and I am waiting for genuine connection. I'm not waiting for this. I don't need 100 friends. I just need, if you just want genuine friend, I'm okay with it.
Mhm. So what would you say to someone listening right now who feels lonely?
First, don't be ashamed of it.
Okay.
I mean, you don't have to pretend you're okay just because you're surrounded by people, and you don't have to force friendship just so you can say you have friends. Yes,
Okay.
I used to do that before. And one thing I'll say is start small.
Mm-hmm.
Think about someone you genuinely trust, a sibling, a parent, a teacher, a mentor, a friend, or another safe person. Okay? You don't have to tell them everything at once. Take your time. Sometimes people saying I've not been feeling like myself, like it can be the beginning.
Okay.
That's the starting
And
point.
if you've been feeling this way for a while,
Mm-hmm.
don't don't you feel like you have to undo everything by yourself?
Mm. You don't need to feel like you have to handle everything by yourself.
Okay.
Reaching out for support isn't weakness.
Okay.
And if talking to someone feels difficult, you can start with one person you feel safe with. Like I mentioned,
Okay.
a friend, a trustworthy person, a teacher. It can be a teacher and a mentor. So you don't have to figure out everything at once. It takes
Okay.
time.
So if there's one thing you want you to take away from today's conversation, what would it be?
This. I want you to take this away. You can be alone without being lonely. You can enjoy your own company and still value connection.
Mm-hmm.
You can be surrounded by people and still need deeper relationship. And if you're lonely, it doesn't mean there's something wrong with you.
And if you're still trying to find your people,
Yeah.
don't rush it.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to first connections just because you're afraid of being alone.
Exactly. Learn to enjoy your own
Yeah.
company. But don't close yourself off completely.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's a difference between choosing solitude and being disconnected.
Okay. And that's where we'll leave today's conversation.
Yes. Being alone can be peaceful. Being lonely can remind us that we need connection. And sometimes learning the difference between the two can help us understand ourselves a little better.
So whether you're someone who loves their alone time
Yeah.
or you're currently wishing you had someone who could genuinely connect with you.
We hope today's conversation reminded you that feelings are valid.
And that you don't have to rush the process of finding genuine connection.
Yes, this has been another episode of the SEMA podcast where we have conversations about how young people feel, what they feel, experience, and sometimes struggle to say out loud.
If this conversation resonated with you,
Yeah.
share it with someone who might need to hear it.
Yes, and remember, you don't have to figure out everything alone. Until next time, take care of yourself.
Bye.
Bye.